Hey guys, it's Melanie. Welcome to my kitchen. Today we're recording in the kitchen. I am going to give you guys a post-burn review of the Homeworx Toasted Vanilla Cupcake Candle. And I did do kind of a little bit of a first impressions review of this when I first received it as PR in the mail about a month and a half ago, somewhere around there. But obviously I have been burning it, and so I know that a lot of you appreciate reviews after the, first few burns of a candle versus just kind of a cold sniff review. So that is what we're doing today. This candle has been in my kitchen since I first got it. This was where it landed. It has been a transitional scent for me during the month of August as well as into September. It is a scent that I was excited to receive because I actually wanted to try this last year, but I didn't buy it because this came in a set with, I think what was it called? Like banana pancakes or something like that. And I wasn't crazy interested in that candle. And this was last year when Homeworx were first released. You got two different candles in a set. This year with this particular collection, you are getting two of the same candle in a set. So it is a duo of two of the same fragrances. You guys know that I love me a good basic vanilla scent, and so I thought this would be right up my alley. And when I received it in PR, I was really excited because on cold sniff, I really liked it a lot. And I love it even more now that I have been burning it. So let me tell you guys what my thoughts are. And I will let you know if I'm going to end up purchasing more of this once I get through, all of the other stuff that we need to talk about first. So the description on this is freshly whipped vanilla buttercream is whisked with caramel and frosted on a delicious toasted vanilla bean cupcake for a delectable treat. I really don't think that this description could be more perfect and more spot on for what you are getting with this candle. It is a true bakery scented candle. It is very authentic smelling to me, and it smells basically like everything that is in the description. So the first thing that you get is that vanilla buttercream note. It's very prominent. You do get a toasted or warmed cupcake note, and it's just that basic white cupcake smell. I wouldn't even necessarily say it's like a vanilla bean cupcake. It's more just like white cupcakes out of the oven. The frosting portion of it smells like that has the vanilla whipped into it. And there is a caramel note in this. And if you guys have been watching me for a while, you know that caramel is not usually a favorite for me because it can be very cloying and overly sweet. But I have found that with Harry's caramel scents, they don't smell as strong as other caramel scents. Like when I think of caramel, I typically think of what Bath and Body Works puts out for caramel scents, and those are just very cloying and very sweet to me. As much as I love bakery, I can't stand overly sweet scents. There has to be a balance for me, and I feel like the balance is in this candle. The caramel is sort of a hint within this candle versus the very first thing that you smell. So this is done extremely well for me. Let's go ahead and talk about the burn. I'll give you kind of an overhead shot here so that you can see. So obviously we have the 4 wicks. I am near the end. I probably have maybe one more burn if I decide to blow this out today, or I can let this go until it extinguishes itself. It's got a few more hours left in it, so I imagine I'll probably finish this up tomorrow. The burn has been flawless, you guys. There is no sooting. There is no, the wicks I don't even have to trim. The wicks on this are perfect. There's no mushroom top to even like clip off. The throw is, I would put the throw of this at a solid 8. It fills the entire downstairs. It also starts to travel upstairs, which is very impressive. But it is not a throw that is overwhelming, if that makes sense. Like if I wanted to light something else upstairs, I could do it, you know. I feel like the scent that is wafting upstairs is, I don't want to say minimal enough, but light enough to where if I lit another candle, it would overpower what is drafting upstairs, if that makes sense. The strength is a solid 7.5. You can definitely smell this when you walk into the house. I actually had this going this past weekend at my husband's birthday party that we had here at the house, and everybody loved it. They walked in and they were like, what is that smell? It smells so good. So, you know, I told them about the Homeworx candles and where to buy them, and you know, told them all about Slatkin candles, and they just kind of stared at me with blank eyes. They're like, I don't really care. Just tell me where I can get one of those that I can stick in my house so that it smells good. So, yeah, everybody loved this. I feel like this is a very universal scent. It's not something that someone's gonna smell it and they're gonna go, oh God, what is that? It just smells delicious. Like they thought it was from like something that I was baking, but my friends know better than to think that I would bake something. I am not that girl. I wish I was. I am not the girl who loves to cook. I am not the girl who loves to bake. There's a million other things that I can do. Cooking and baking are not two of my strong suits at all, but everybody loved this scent, and as soon as they walked in, they smelled it. So this is something that has a nice solid strength to it. It has a nice solid throw to it. I don't think you can go wrong. One little piece of feedback that I do have is that the wax has darkened up ever so slightly towards the end. So when I first got the candle, it was kind of a nice cream color. It wasn't a white wax, but it was a really pretty like buttercream with like a tinge of yellow in it. It has darkened just a little bit, but I don't feel like it has changed the scent of the candle at all. Also, this is one where I have been putting it out with the lid. So the lid that you get with this one is just the silver one right here. So that's what you're getting. So I've just been putting that over top and putting the candle out that way. I don't know if that is why this has darkened ever so slightly. I'm not sure, but that's one thing that I have noticed. I don't mind it. Again, it hasn't changed the smell of the candle at all. It smells exactly like it did the very first time that I lit it up. Now, will I buy more of this? I really desperately want to. I've told quite a number of you, I've talked with a lot of you on direct message on Instagram about, you know, like how much Homeworx we have coming our way. I have several $100s worth of candles coming my way. I am not a candle vlogger who doesn't support the companies that I get PR from. I bought from Homeworx last year. I bought from them this year. Even though they send me the candles, that doesn't mean that they're going to continue to send them to me. Just because I like something doesn't mean that Harry's going to be like, okay, great, I'll send you like 8 toasted vanilla cupcakes. It doesn't work that way. What I want additional backups of, I purchase myself. So I have many things coming my way over the next few weeks as these are shipping out. And I have to honestly look at my budget at this point to see if I can fit anything else in. My wedding season is winding down, and so tips are gonna be dissipating. And a lot of the money that I spend on this Homeworx stuff is like tips that I get for weddings, or, you know, weddings where I make just a lot of money and I have a little bit of extra money to blow outside of what I need to take out to like pay our bills and stuff. So I do also buy these candles myself. So if I purchase more, a set of this, potentially 2, I would certainly consider getting. So I'm gonna see what my budget is after this first round of candles comes in. And if I have a little bit more to blow, then I'm certainly gonna blow it on more of this toasted vanilla cupcake. So that is how much I like it, and that is how much more of it I want. I have a ton of other candles I could be burning from Bath & Body Works, but they are just not performing as well as these are for me. So even though these end up costing me just a little bit more in the end, they're still worth it for me, you guys, because they don't soot like crazy. They are consistent from the first burn to the last. They have, in some cases, a better throw and a better strength than some of the Bath & Body Works candles. I don't feel like they are destroying my house in any kind of way. They just seem like a better product overall. Now, I'm not saying that you can't get great home fragrance elsewhere. You certainly can. This is all just a personal preference. I'm telling you guys what my personal preference is. You should buy what you are comfortable purchasing yourself. Don't just rely on one person's reviews of anything before you buy it. Check out multiple reviews. You know, anyone who gets this stuff sent to them, or quite frankly, anyone who purchases this stuff and reviews it, is just giving you their own thoughts on what they think about the candle. So, you know, gather kind of a collection of reviews and go from there and decide whether these are right for you or not. I know it's a little bit harder when you have to order things blindly, but there's some really good reviewers out there who have given some great feedback on these candles and can hopefully help you make an informed decision as a consumer. For me, these have been doing great. There is not one candle from the fall bunch that hasn't been performing the way that I expect it to. And so I have ordered a bunch for myself. So hopefully this was helpful. Sorry for the little spiel at the end. You know, I know that this whole PR situation has been really tricky and weird for the candle community. I think it's a little bit different from my end because I've been dealing with PR stuff from the beauty community for quite a while. And if you watch my beauty videos, you know that I'm always upfront about when things are sent to me, and I'm always honest. And I tell any company that I work with before they send me anything that if I don't care for the product, I'm going to give an honest review. So it doesn't matter to me whether things are sent to me or not. I'm lucky enough to have the, you know, spending money because of like tips and stuff that I make with my weddings to be able to blow on stupid, silly things like candles. So if I want something, I can buy it myself. I don't need it to be sent to me, but I appreciate getting this stuff specifically from Homeworx because it allows me to give you the information about whether you should spend your money on these candles or not. I'm having a great experience, and I am just telling you guys about that experience. Do with the information what you will. Always make an informed decision. So I hope this was helpful for you guys. Thank you for sitting through this entire video, my little bit of a rant. And yeah, I will see you guys tomorrow, probably for another Homeworx candle review. I have kind of a busy week this week, so I'm keeping the videos pretty simple on my end. I think I'm gonna be starting the Deliciously Apple, so I hope to have a review of that up for you guys tomorrow. Thank you so much for taking the time to watch, and I'll see you soon. Take care. Bye-bye.